Hello and welcome to my very first video here on my new channel, Walk of Life. In this video I'm going to share a little bit about myself and about my visions for this channel. My name is Zanna and I am from Denmark, and I have started this channel to make a place where I can help people. I have a vision of helping people letting go of the negativity, the suffering, the victimhood, and embrace a life of joy and happiness and abundance. I have been on a life journey that has given me a lot of obstacles and also a bit of suffering, I have to admit. But I have found a way to break the circle of negativity and embrace a life of joy and happiness no matter what happens. I don't have an easy life, but I have a wonderful life. And that is what I hope to teach more people, that it's possible. It's all about how you perceive your life. It's how you think. It's what you think is the story you tell is the life you get. So it's all about the thinking. It's all about creating a most beautiful life. I am a person who has a great touch of spirituality. I am a spiritual person, and I think that spirituality is the most natural way of being. It's just the way you are in life. But at the same time, I have a very logical mind. I have a very active brain, and I like to think, and I have a way of seeing things not just in that way and that way, but in multifaceted way. So I approach things with a great deal of on one side, on the other side, and the 10th sides and the 15th sides. So I like to see things in different perspectives. So I have lived for 47 years now. I am the mother of three. I have a son that's 20 years old. He lives alone with his girlfriend. And I have a daughter who's 17 years. She lives currently with her dad. And then I have a small daughter, 8 years old, and she's living with me. She has no father, so I'm all alone. I'm 100% single parent for her. I have been single parent for all of my kids since the oldest one were like 1 and 4, I think they were, when I was divorced. And most of the time I have been living alone with them. So I know the life of a single parent by heart. When I was very young, I was living in Greenland with my parents, and when I was 9 years old, we were moved back to Denmark. So I have tried, ever since I was a small kid, the changing of life, the circle of life, the way that changes can be an adventure or they can be the end of the world sometimes, you know. So my experience have taken me a long way around. A couple of years back, I wrote a book in Danish. It's not translated to English yet, but I hope one day. It's called The Road to the Good Life. I think I will translate it because it's about my life journey and what I have met of obstacles and what I have done to change my way of perspective. So I changed my world. For me, it's all about consciousness. It's about choices. It's about actively be aware of what you're thinking and what story you're telling. So when I was, well, about, I think I was late 20s, I had a miscarriage. I was about halfway through my pregnancy and I miscarried a child. I have been through divorce, I have chronic pains, I have lived a life with a lot of chronic pains. I have ended up with an early retirement. I've had so many challenges in my life. But still, I had made the choice to do something else, and take myself out of the circle of negativity and drama. The day everything changed for me, it was like a year after my divorce. I think we were in 2009. I was sitting in my kitchen, and my brain was like always in the drama circle and the suffering and the victimhood, and I was just like, oh, and that happened, and there was that, and she said that, and she was stupid, and was, everything was wrong. And suddenly I felt like I was seeing myself from above, and I was just like, oh my God, this I don't want anymore. I've had enough. I don't want it anymore. What am I doing? It was like seeing everything from above, and get a clear vision of how stupid it was. I was choosing suffering and victimhood and drama. If there wasn't a drama in my life, I just made something up. I just created the drama. It was like I wasn't breathing if I wasn't having any drama. And I was just like, this is just enough. I don't want it anymore. I have had it. I have had it up to here with myself. It was such a game changer, and I was just like, okay, what am I going to do about it? Back then, Facebook was in the early beginnings, and it was just like, hey, I'm doing that. What are you doing? It wasn't like today when you want to change something, you just go online and you find someone to inspire you on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, everything here on YouTube. Back then, it was just like, okay, I'll go to the library and I'll find my way. I was a single mom and I was a nurse. I didn't have a great income, so I didn't have a lot of money to go into therapy or something like that. So I just decided to find my way myself. It was a hard walk, very lonely walk sometimes, but I did it. I started to change bit by bit. I started to change my perspective. Because I was so clearly conscious about what life I had created and what my patterns were. I started to change bit by bit. I created something I call the negativity radar. I will tell about that in a later video. So I started to change. I started this journey of changing. And when I had worked with this for like a year and a half, I got injured and started a life with chronic pain. So it has been a journey. It surely have been a journey. But I think I have learned so much, and I have experienced what it takes to make these changes. And my vision for this channel is to inspire you to live your most courageous life, because changing isn't easy. I will never come here and say, oh, you just have to do this and that. Yes, I will say you have to do this and that, but I won't ever pretend it's easy. It's not easy. It's a choice. It's a life choice, and you have to do the work. You can't just sit back and say, okay, I want everything to change, and then don't do the work. You have to do the work. But my vision, my hope for this channel is to inspire you. What will happen if you start to change? What will happen if you live your most courageous life and follow your intuition and do what makes you happy instead of what people expect? We are in a great change of the world. We are about to get into a better world. We have lived in a world with a lot of control, and it has been a system where you were told what to believe or what to do, and you just had to say okay and yes and do it. But we are in a world who's changing now. It's about you, and if we need to change this world, we have to change ourselves. It's come from the inside and out. So In the future, you will be able to see a lot of videos from me where I will talk about consciousness, where I'll talk about choices, the power of choice, where I'll talk about spirituality, the changing in the world, um, what to do, how to do it, and what we see in the world if you go courageously after your dreams. I have followed my dreams and I have followed my path with no compromise for a few years, many years actually, for the time being. I think 15, 20 years I have been really listening to the core of my beliefs and my intuition and where am I going. Okay, my intuition says I'm going here, okay, I'll do that. Everybody is standing and say, oh my god, what are you doing? And I'm just, well, I'm following my intuition. So I will share with you what will happen if you start to do that. What will happen if you start to change your mindset? What will happen if you start to tell another story? So this is what you can expect, and that is what I hope um, you can use here on my channel, Walk of Life. I hope to support you to live your most beautiful life. And I'm not here to say you have to do this or that, because what's right for me isn't necessarily right for you. But I will inspire you to take more courageous choices so you can create the most beautiful life you can ever imagine by doing what's right for you. Not what's right for me, not what's right for the government, not what's right for your parents or your friends or family or anything, what's right for you. I hope you will hit the subscribe button so you never will miss a video from me. And I hope you will bear with me because I have always speak a lot of English, but right now I am a bit rusty. So I hope you will bear with me while I'm getting back into thinking and speaking in English again. So I just wish you the best day of your life today. I hope you make a lot of good choices. And remember, it's not easy, but it's doable. I wish you the best day. Until next time.